special report.
Hello, this is Dan Harris from ABC News headquarters in New York. We're coming back on the air with an update on the school shooting in Santa Fe, Texas, which is outside of Houston. We've just had an update from Chief Walter Braun with the Santa Fe School Police. Here briefly is what he had to say.
As you're aware, a horrific event occurred today at Santa Fe High School. This time, the campus has been cleared of all students and staff members, and the students and staff have been relocated to a reunification site and are in the process of being reunited with their families. We're at the operational stages now in the investigation. We know that there's been at least 6 transported, including one Santa Fe ISD police officer that has been shot. We have 1 suspect in custody and 1 person of interest detained. Anyone with information regarding this event is asked to contact our Santa Fe ISD Command Center at area code 409-927-3310. We can confirm multiple fatalities, believed to be fewer than 10 at this time. We will not release any other information until we have a confirmed number. Injured students and staff have been transported to area hospitals. Any parents and family members can go to the Alamo Gym, which is located at 13306 State Highway 6, for any additional information regarding their student. Our primary focus at this point in the investigation has been to secure the schools and evacuate all the students to the evacuation relocation facility. There are multiple agencies on site to support our district and our community, such as the FBI, the ATF, Texas Department of Public Safety, and other area law enforcement agencies and first responders. There have been explosive devices found in the high school and surrounding areas adjacent to the high school. Because of the threat of these explosive items, community members should be on the lookout for any suspicious items and anything that looks out of place. Do not touch any items that look out of place, and immediately call 911 so that the appropriate authorities can respond. And our thoughts and prayers go out to our students, staff, and our community. Please pray for SFISD.
And that was Chief Walter Braun with the Santa Fe, Texas School Police, briefing us on the school shooting at the high school in Santa Fe, Texas. This morning happened shortly before 8 o'clock local time, as he reported fewer than 10 people killed, and explosive devices have been found inside the school and in the surrounding area. The school at this point has been cleared, he said. Let's bring in ABC News consultant Brad Garrett, who's in our Washington, D.C. bureau. Brad, when you hear about these explosive devices found on the campus and the surrounding area, what does that say to you? At the very least, it says to me that there's a degree of premeditation here.
Well, there's no question about it, Dan. Think about Columbine. Klebold and Harris, wearing trench coats, planted bombs in positions so as the kids fled, the explosives would go off. The goal for them was to kill virtually everyone in the school. Fortunately, that didn't work, and it appears today also did not work.
Stand by, Brad. I want to ask you a few more questions, but I do want to play for our viewers what the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, had to say about this incident just a short while ago. Here's what he had to say.
Unfortunately, I have to begin by expressing our sadness and heartbreak over the deadly shooting at Santa Fe High School in Texas just took place moments ago. We're closely monitoring the situation, and federal authorities are coordinating with local officials. This has been going on too long in our country, too many years, too many decades now. We grieve for the terrible loss of life and send our support and love to everyone affected by this absolutely horrific attack. To the students, families, teachers, and personnel at Santa Fe High, we're with you in this tragic hour, and we will be with you forever. My administration is determined to do everything in our power to protect our students, secure our schools, and to keep weapons out of the hands of those who pose a threat to themselves and to others. Everyone must work together at every level of government to keep our children safe. May God heal the injured, and may God comfort the wounded, and may God be with the victims and with the victims' families. Very sad day. Very, very sad.
The President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, speaking at the White House just a short time ago about the school shooting in Santa Fe, Texas. Fewer than 10 people killed. Let's bring in ABC News White House correspondent Cecilia Vega, who's at the White House right now. Cecilia, the President expressing anger and sadness over this latest shooting, saying this has gone on too long. What's your sense about what his policy proposals are to address this ongoing problem, which has been called a chronic problem and a virus?
Well, Dan, here we are once again, by our count, at least the fifth time that President Trump has had to address the nation in the aftermath of a mass shooting since he took office. We know that in the wake of tragedies like Parkland, he has gone to the issue of school safety to address mass shootings, talking particularly about arming teachers. That has been his big push in recent weeks and months. And just 2 weeks ago, in fact, he was addressing the National Rifle Association at its annual convention, where he spoke in strong terms about strengthening, arming, if you will, teachers, highly qualified individuals, he would say, on high school and school campuses. But you heard the president there say that this is a sad day. We're told by administration officials here that this administration, the president in particular, has been in touch with Texas Governor Greg Abbott to offer his condolences. They are very closely monitoring that scene that we are watching unfold on our screens right there before us. Federal authorities are in close contact with authorities in Texas. We know that the ATF is on the scene. Vice President Pence has said that we are promising all federal resources as needed to Texas as this is coming in. But again, this is a president who says that he is determined to do everything in our power to protect students. And once again, he is here having to address the nation in the wake of a school shooting.
Once again, here we are looking at these distressingly familiar images out of yet another school in America. ABC's White House correspondent Cecilia Vega, thank you. Let me get back to Brad Garrett, our ABC News consultant, who's in our Washington bureau. Brad, what's your sense about whether arming teachers would help in a situation like this?
I think it's a bad idea. In fact, the teachers themselves, if you look collectively at studies, don't think they should be armed. Here's the reason, Dan. Trained police officers who know how to tactically move with a weapon while other weapons are being fired at them or near them. We make mistakes even with all that training. You're now going to ask a teacher, which is not their primary job to protect the school, to now take out a weapon, perhaps facing somebody with a long gun, an AR-15. It's not reasonable, and the idea that they're going to inadvertently shoot somebody else or shoot themselves, I think really has to be thought through, as many school districts have said we're not going to do it.
This is such a complex and emotional issue, and I suspect after this latest shooting, we will see the issue engaged, the debate engaged yet again. ABC's Brad Garrett and Cecilia Vega, thank you both. Just to quickly recap here, there has been another school shooting in this country, this one in Santa Fe, Texas, outside of Houston. Fewer than 10 people killed. We're hearing possibly the number could be around 8. Explosive devices have been found, according to the local police, both on the campus and in the surrounding area. The school at this point has been cleared. We will continue to cover this story right here on ABC News throughout the day, on abcnews.com and on ABC Radio. We'll be back on the air with another special report in a few hours later this afternoon when the governor of Texas and other officials bring us the latest updates. For now, I'm Dan Harris in New York. Thank you for watching.
This has been a special report from ABC News.